Julius Malema has decided he is also not going to keep quiet because this matter concerns each and every one of us. He has also decided to speak out because he also feels bad when people are attacking Ibrahim Traore from the West. As we all know, Julius Malema and the West, their blood can never mix. They are always not together. They are always like they can't even walk along because white people in South Africa, they have really been messing things up and messing everything up, and people and they're making people feel they're making black people in South Africa feel like South Africa does not belong to them.
Comrades, there is no reliable water here in Brantford. There is no electricity here in Brantford. Why must we celebrate freedom in darkness? What kind of freedom is this that we are called upon to celebrate in darkness without clean running water? Yet in towns where whites live, there is clean water and electricity. All of us are under the same municipality, but we don't receive the same services because we are black and they are white. Because we are black, they think we are inferior and we must receive inferior services. We must refuse to accept that and say we will never celebrate any freedom as long as there is no water running into our taps in each and every house, not on our streets. Fighters, no child must go to school where there is no flushing toilet. All schools must have flushing toilets. All schools must have learning material. No child must go to school and pay for school fees because education is not a commodity but a constitutional right. No child must buy a uniform because education is a right. Why are prisoners given free uniform yet children are not given free uniform? Comrades, no child must be raped at school. Schools must be small heavens. When we are at work, when we are pursuing the economic opportunities, our children must be safe in the schools. No teacher must sleep with children. Any black teacher who sleeps with a black child is a coward, is a mpimpi. He wants to destroy the future of South Africa. Comrades, what freedom must we celebrate when many of our children stay in shacks, not knowing where their next meal is going to come from? We need to guarantee our children meal every day. They must have breakfast when they arrive at school. They must have break and they must have lunch before they go home. When they arrive at home, they must find their parents with sufficient child grant which will buy them supper. They must never sleep with empty stomachs. They must never learn with empty stomachs. We want our children to be looked after. We want free education because the best investment is in education. You can see in Velcom, there used to be mines. Those mines are finished. Those mines have expired, but your education will never expire. That's why we must invest in education, because you'll take it to your grave without an expiry date. When we take over this country, there will never be a so-called unemployed doctor. How can you be an unemployed doctor after going to school for 7 years? The doctors must be automatically be employed when they graduate because medicine is very expensive. We want each and every ward to have a clinic and to have a doctor and to have an ambulance in that particular ward. Elon Musk will never come and open his business here in South Africa as long as he doesn't surrender 30% to the South Africans. No one must come and do business in our country without involving our own people. No one must come to Masilonyana and open business, get a tender in Masilonyana and not involve the people of Masilonyana. We want the people of Mangaung, we want the people of Free State to benefit directly, not only on business. When there is a contract to build a road here, you must ask a question. You, the branch chairperson of the EFF, how many locals have you employed in this project? And if the locals are not enough, you must stop that project and demand that they employ more locals, because that project belongs to you. Let's go, all of us, and say, we are not free until the people of Palestine are free. We don't care if we are going to be punished for that. The people who were killed in Matola in Mozambique because of our freedom. The people who were killed in Lesotho because of our freedom. The people who were killed in Wankispolilo in Zimbabwe fighting for our freedom. We cannot allow that those who stood with us during difficult times are today isolated by the enemy, and we go to the side of the enemy. We are Palestine, and Palestine is South Africa. We are Africa, and Africa is South Africa. We will fight xenophobia with everything in our power to unite Africa so that we can have one currency, we can have one military command, we can have one president. This continent is not a continent for as long as we remain divided. How can a country like Lesotho say it's a country with such few people? How can Lesotho or Swaziland or Botswana negotiate with China as a country which has got the quota of the world population? We need to come together and confront the world as one continent that is united to expropriate the land of Africa and use the minerals of Africa to benefit Africa. Comrades, we are not scared of anything that they want to do to us. They banished Winnie Mandela into Brentford. Whether they ban us in America or not, we don't care. Donald Trump can stay with his America, but this continent of Africa belongs to us. Let us not be cowards like Winnie Mandela. Let us stand up and confront the imperialism of America. Let us challenge America. Let us challenge the stupidity of America. Let us not be intimidated by America. America is the enemy of progress in the world. The EFF must lead the liberation of Africa. Amandla!
Now, the Western countries, Donald Trump and Michael Langley, they came up with the accusations and allegations that Ibrahim Traore is using Burkina Faso resources to protect himself. And this is the story that has been going on for quite some time. Now, Wodemaya came out. Wodemaya went to South Africa, to Burkina Faso. Wodemaya came out with the truth on what is happening in Burkina Faso. Because, you know, the problem we have is that there are things that are happening in Burkina Faso, but journalists and the media houses are not reporting these things. It is only we YouTubers and the people who actually love Ibrahim Traore are the ones who are reporting this. But if you follow very well, you will realize that many media houses, they are not reporting what is happening in Burkina Faso. Okay? You will see them reporting, oh, Ibrahim Traore has done this, Ibrahim Traore, the things that are negative. The things that they feel it is negative, or the things that they feel when they announce or when they report, it will catch the attention of the Western countries, because I don't know, they are being paid or something like that. But when Ibrahim Traore does something that is good in Burkina Faso, like building roads, building factories, raising infrastructure, building schools, building hospitals, the media houses does not report that. You will realize it is only the YouTubers and mostly African YouTubers are the ones who are reporting the issues of development in Burkina Faso, issues of building factories in Burkina Faso, and all that. Okay, so people, when Donald Trump and Michael Langley come out and say that Ibrahim Traore is using Burkina Faso resources to actually enrich it, to protect himself, to protect his government, some people out there, they would think that maybe this is true, and even other people from the West, they would think this is true, but in real sense, it is not true. Wodemaya went to Burkina Faso. He came out with a report of what is happening in Burkina Faso. We all saw it. I have posted a video there. Go and check it. Wodemaya was in Burkina Faso and he made a video of what is happening in Burkina Faso. We have seen people, the YouTubers, making videos on what is happening in Burkina Faso. Okay? And therefore, these people, these Western countries, the Europeans, they want to plot Ibrahim Traore look like a bad person because they don't want the revolution that is coming in Africa. They don't want this revolution to continue. They want it to fall down so they can be able to continue invading in Africa. But Julius Malema has come out and Julius Malema has said, we shall do it, whether you like it or not. If it's about building Africa, we shall build Africa. If it's about developing Africa, we shall develop Africa. If it's about building schools, building hospitals and all that, we shall continue doing it. You continue saying whatever you want to say. The allegations you're bringing, continue bringing them, okay? The insults you're putting on, the way you're plotting us look like bad people and terrorists, continue doing that. Because Muammar Gaddafi died because of that. He died for protecting his people. They called him a terrorist. Thomas Sankara died because they said he was a terrorist. He was a criminal. He wanted to destroy Burkina Faso. That's why they killed him. Many people have been killed. Some of them have been poisoned, okay, by these people because they want all the times to be seen as the greatest people, not us, okay? And therefore, when a great person arises in Africa, they tend to silence him. But Julius Malema has said, we must and we are going to continue doing this, whether you like it or not, because Africa belongs to us. We are Africans, and we cannot leave the African country to anybody else. If you want to come to Africa, you come to Africa with your own purpose and respect Africa the way it is. But the issues of sitting on top of Africans has come to an end. We cannot continue like this. We're not going to allow that to happen. It happened a long time ago, and the leaders we're having today and the generation we're having today cannot allow that. Have you seen youths in the streets? And we are planning a very, very huge protest in Africa, in diaspora, and in Caribbean. Every black people, we're going to march out in the streets to say no to humiliation, no to manipulation, and no to everything that is happening to Africans and to black people, both locally and internationally. We cannot allow that to happen because our black people are our priority and they are our responsibility. We must protect black people all over. This continent, this African continent, belongs to black people. Even black people who are in the United States of America, in diaspora and in Europe, they belong to Africa. When you see them carrying placards on the streets saying Ibrahim Traore must be left alone, they are saying that because Africa is their continent. They have rights to come to Africa anytime, anyhow, and go back anytime, anyhow. Okay, so Africa must be respected. You cannot mistreat black people in the land of a white man in the US, in diaspora, and you expect also to mistreat black people in Africa. Okay, that one cannot happen. Julius Malema has said, we fear nobody. We don't fear US, we don't fear America, we don't fear you. You come with all the threats you want to come with all the allegations, with all the accusations, continue coming with it, but we are going to continue building Africa, whether you like it or you don't like it. We're not asking for permission from anybody. Africa belongs to us. Africa is our continent, and building Africa is our responsibility. Ibrahim Traore has shown us the way. We are following the steps of Ibrahim Traore. You see what African youths are doing? They are following the steps of Ibrahim Traore. Revolution has begun, and nobody is going to stop the revolution that has just taken place. I am the African Streamline. Do tell me let me know what you have to say on the comment section about this issue. I'll do my best to make sure I read all the comments and give a response where possible. I am Atamba Heti, and I thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I say always and every time, Africa is home, and anything that concerns Africa as a continent concerns me and you as black people. Adios, muchachos. Peace be with you.